Hey everybody, it's Brandon with USAReverseMortgages.net, brought to you by iReverse Home Loans. Just want to make a quick industry update video for you. We've been getting a lot of questions about things going on with HUD and the new rules and what reverse mortgage professionals are thinking of them. There's been an open comment period where reverse mortgage leaders can, comment on the changes that HUD is proposing. So far it's been all negative. As we discussed here before, one of the changes is to get rid of the cap 10 and only make the reverse mortgages cap 5 loans. The cap 5 means that the cap would only be 5% above the initial rate, and the cap 10 is 10%. Obviously it's best for cap 5. There's industry professionals out there saying that it's not, because lenders are going to raise margins and end up charging the borrowers more money. But the cap 5 is the product that's sold more often right now as an adjustable, and they haven't raised the margin, so I'm not really a firm believer in that. One issue that HUD is proposing that I don't think is a good idea is they would like to lower the annual cap from 2% to 1%. So even if you have a cap 5 on your product right now, the rate can't go up more than 2% a year. HUD wants to change that to 1%. While that sounds like a great idea on the surface of it, and I obviously think it does, for the borrower, the problem is investors. Investors are very important to any kind of mortgage. So they're worried that if they change it to where the rate can only go up 1% a year, the appetite for investors, which we're being told is correct, the investors are saying they wouldn't be interested in buying these reverse mortgage-backed securities. That can affect pricing and can affect lots of different stuff. So obviously we want investors interested as much as it sounds like we shouldn't care about that. We do. The other thing I wanted to bring up is I've had some misconceptions come to the surface recently. I actually had someone call me the other day and talk about servicing for reverse mortgages and wanting to make sure that the servicing stayed with the company they did the loan with. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen anymore. Most lenders, period, B of A, a lot of these big lenders, they sell their servicing for every kind of mortgage. So reverses are no different. Your servicing will get sold. It's a matter of when. They do have to give you some notice, 45 days notice of when they're going to do the transfer. It really doesn't affect you other than the fact that the piece of paper will say something different than it did before, and the people you call may be a different company. Most of them are just as good as the others, and it's not going to actually affect the loan at all. Just who you have to call and who you have to deal with. I had a client the other day tell me that he spoke with a company and was told that they're a major company. I don't think I should name them here, but they're one of the top 5 lenders for reverse mortgage. One of their loan officers went ahead and told him that they do keep their servicing in-house. And it's a misrepresentation that they do sell the servicing, but the company they sell it to answers the phone with the name of this lender. So you basically think that's who you're talking to. So I just want to make that clear for everybody out there. There's not really a servicer that you're going to be able to stick with that's the same as the lender. Even if they answer the phone that way. When I used to work at MetLife, they did the same thing. They sold the servicing, but whoever the servicer was would answer the phone MetLife. So as far as you knew, that's who was servicing your loan. It really, like I said, does not affect it. It shouldn't be something that you're really concerned about, but I have had some customers asking about it and being real sticklers on it, and one did tell me that this major lender told him they keep it in-house, and upon further research, they do not. So if you have any questions about things like this, I love talking about misconceptions about reverse mortgages, and I pride myself on talking to you, the potential borrowers out there, information seekers. I pride myself on telling you everything about the loan, right up top. So things that are bad, good, maybe indifferent, just so that you have all the information you can to make the decision. I certainly don't want to be one of those loan officers who tells you something that's incorrect, and then later on, after you've taken the loan, it's too late. So that happens all the time. A lot of times loan officers would rather just tell you what you want to hear. I'd rather just tell you the truth and have everything out in the open. There's not too much bad about the reverse mortgage anymore, really. I mean, other than fees and the fact that your loan amount does grow, you have to offset those quote-unquote negatives by remembering that you're not making a mortgage payment, so you're saving that money. And as far as the fees, oftentimes we can cut them significantly, sometimes down to 0, depending on your draw amount. So those are some things to talk about. As always, you can call me, email me, check out the website. I look forward to hearing from you. Once again, I'm Brandon Webb from USAReverseMortgages.net, brought to you by iReverse Home Loans. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful week.